Uganda, FAN expressed happiness for the bilateral relationship that is yielding trade and investment fruits.
Zaiti Telecommunications Corporation has donated 200 million Uganda shillings worth of furniture to Lanzi Institute of Technology located in Bwegiriri, Chira Municipality. Former Vice President Edward Chiwanuka Sekandi officiated the function and said that Uganda is happy about Chinese support to Uganda's economic growth.
The Chinese government has partnered in various sectors of Uganda's economy through the infrastructure development, health, China-Uganda Friendship Hospital in Naguru, education, scholarships, and exchange programs, among others.
Sekandi says the gesture of Zaiti Technology Corporation is timely when Uganda is strengthening skilling programs for job creation.
These donations will greatly improve our service delivery and will be a reminder of the goodwill rendered towards this noble cause.
He thanked Lanzi Institute of Technology for championing the training of 100 Chinese language instructors for secondary schools, in addition to skilling modules to the Ugandan youth within employable skills.
One of the language skills taught in this institute is Chinese. The institute is currently the trainer or trainers in Chinese language and culture.
Representing the Chinese ambassador to Uganda, Minister's Chancellor at the Embassy of the People's Republic of China says that the embassy in Uganda is ready to offer more support to the development and learning the Chinese language and culture as a way of strengthening relationship between the sister states of Uganda and China.
The Chinese government and the embassy would, of course, make more support to this institute. One of that, just as we said today, we will train another 400 local Chinese teachers so that we can meet the demand in Uganda better, because there are great demand. Chinese companies, institutions, they all need Ugandan talents with Chinese.
The Chinese Minister Chancellor said he was happy to note that there is drastic increase in trade between Uganda and China.
A lot of Ugandans are traveling to China to do business, and this is, of course, a very good phenomenon for our bilateral relationship. And one of the most important things is that Uganda imports now more machinery and such things. I think this is a very good.
Director Lanzi Institute of Technology, Engineer Ayub Soma, applauds the Chinese companies for tirelessly supporting the institute to develop her vision and mission of contributing to development through skilling the youth for great Chinese markets.
I want to say that this kind of support increases not only the bilateral ties friendship, but it also increases the people-to-people friendship. And
after donating 200 million shillings, Zaiti representative pledged total support towards digital transformation agenda.
Increasing the number of education people, enhancing the quality of education, and improving educational environment will help more Ugandans get modern education. And we will seek more opportunity to work with the Uganda school to deliver communication knowledge.
Uganda's deputy attaché to China, retired Major General Fred Mugisha, is greatly happy that through Lanzi Institute of Technology, Uganda's image in the Great Republic of China has improved.
As the Embassy of the Republic of Uganda, I take note the great performances Lanzi did in China in 2017 and 2018. You left a mark. And as an embassy of the People's Republic of Uganda in China, we appreciate.
In more stories, Mbara Diocese Archbishop Lambert by Nomjisha has appealed to believers to profitably use their God-given talents to serve humanity. This was at St. Kagwa Bushenyi High School, where he confirmed 147 students into the Catholic faith and also blessed a senior 6 candidates ahead of the Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education examinations. The Archbishop also officially opened the magnificent Baptist Kakobi administration block that houses all school administration offices. The head teacher, Prosi Kamjisha, says they have tried to support activities as per the Ministry of Education and Sports to identify talents from students through sports, agriculture, debates, among others, to enable learners develop their gifts. Reverend Dido, the Mbara Archdiocese Education Secretary, says as members of the Joint Christian Council of Uganda, their aim, among others, is to ensure quality education. St. Kagwa Bushenyi High School is a historical government-aided Catholic-funded school that has shaped various people, including former AIGP Asan Kasinje.
You develop jealousy, you will not get that. It is there for you. You got it without asking, and use it. But what you use it for? Don't hoard it. Use it for the service of humanity.
We also have debating club, people must debate, and of recent we have developed partnership with Harvest International, and this is an NGO which is promoting agribusiness and entrepreneurship, and we have some students who have enrolled with that one, with that NGO, and they have started with culture, they will be in the piggery, they will be in cattle rearing, and we believe with getting those skills when they move out of education or they finish their work, they will not be challenged.
Yeah, as the Uganda Joint Christian Council, we believe that quality education leads to quality life. That's why we struggle in our schools to make sure that our students get quality education, to prepare them for quality life in the future. That's what we said. Even we said the parents must contribute towards their children's education. That's why we even say this government policy of saying that they are going to stop with these contributions. It may not really augur well if we want quality education.
The Lions Club of Kampala Host has celebrated its 64th Charter Night with commitment to support the Chireka Home for Children with Special Education Needs and other community-focused initiatives. The Lions Club of Kampala pledged support to the children at Chireka Home to ensure that they have a brighter future, as you're about to witness from Kaya.
The Lions Club of Kampala Host has unveiled a range of initiatives aimed at enhancing living conditions of the underprivileged persons in communities.
We intend to continuously look for partners. We want to work with KCCA, for instance, to work with the health centers. So that for us as a club, as Lions, we will do the mobilization and sensation, so that we are able to tell people, inform people about the risks of diabetes. Then we look for the professionals to come and do the testing.
These initiatives include resurfacing walkways, painting dormitories, and ensuring access to clean water through the purchase of water tanks, all designed to uplift the local community. The President, Lions Club of Kampala Host, Charles Mwijuche, emphasized their commitment to these community projects.
And all of us have the same mission, So what happens is we normally do what they call twinning. We work together with other clubs. Even right today we have many clubs which are in Kampala. We have many clubs in Kampala.
Lions Clubs International District 411B Uganda, to which the Lions Club of Kampala host is affiliated, will also extend its impact on a global scale, addressing pressing issues like hunger, vision, childhood cancer, diabetes prevention, and environmental conservation.
Yeah, as we celebrate these 64 years, we have to be an impactful club. And our appeal to everyone out there, let us join hands with you. And we continuously put smiles on those faces that need smiles. Children with cancer were born with cancer. We've had cases where they have been identified early enough and they go for treatment and they have recovered. And the happiness you would see on the child who has recovered from cancer is what should inspire all of us to touch those lives.
The Deputy Executive Director, Kampala Capital City Authority, David Loyimbazi, requested continued consideration of lion activities in Kampala.
You being the largest service club in the world, it is something that associates with our mandate as KCC. We provide services to the public. And of course, with the demand or the ask that you associate with us, you're very, very welcome.
The event also featured the induction of new lions. The 64th Chartered Night and fundraising dinner was held at Silver Springs Hotel and graced by the District Governor 411B, Dr. Stanley Bobekire. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Sudat Kaye. Now, the African Students and Alumni Forum, ASAF, partnered with the European Union delegation in Uganda to host an educational empowerment session at Makerere University Business School in Nakawa. The event aimed to highlight the abundant opportunities provided by the EU support for education.
EU training mobility programs for higher education, including the esteemed Erasmus Plus and the Intra-Africa Academy Mobility Scheme. The event drew a diverse crowd of students, educators and leaders, all eager to delve into these enriching programs.
We are here really from the EU, from my side and from the side of the EU delegation, to inform the students at the university about the scholarship programs that we have from the EU side. It's mainly the Erasmus Plus program. And these are scholarships for short-term studies and for longer-term master's degree studies that you can do in Europe. And we've been trying to explain to students the benefit of all of this and how to go about to apply and so on, because obviously there's a little bit of bureaucracy around this. You need to apply, fill in applications and so on. And this is something that we want to assist in, make sure that that should not be an obstacle if you want to go to Europe, the paperwork, so to speak. So this is what we have been explaining.
ASAF, a forum uniting beneficiaries of African Union scholarship programs from various nations, played a pivotal role in orchestrating the event. The outreach, tailored to students, faculty members and leaders, marked a turning point in the pursuit of quality education.
There are projects within the Erasmus Plus which target young people who are out of school, who are in sports, who are also in entertainment, let's say filmmaking, as well as agriculture. So whoever is willing to take up such opportunities, such scholarships, to go and learn from what different countries are doing in Europe, they are able to be sponsored through the project they find to go and learn those things.
The event addressed the stark challenges faced by many African countries in providing universal access to education, a struggle often exacerbated by high dropout rates and limited education opportunities, especially in rural areas.
The benefits alone when you apply for such scholarships make you feel like you're slightly different from other people. Like mine, I was under the Intra-Africa Mobility Scheme, whereby you study within a different country but within Africa.
In the job market, you have a competitive advantage. At the end of the day, if I present my CV and you present yours, and I've had an experience of learning from abroad, that means I'm seen as someone who has been exposed better than someone who has studied here.
It is a stepping stone towards addressing these issues, contributing to technology and skills transfer in Uganda, and in turn, ensuring that numerous beneficiaries find gainful employment upon their return. Wadulo Mark Arnold, UBC News in Kampala.
Thank you so much, Wadulo. Leadership of Kalido District is in high spirits following the successful reconstruction of Saka Bridge that connects Kalido and Palliser districts. Kalido District Woman Member of Parliament Namukuta Brenda lauds government for considering reconstruction of this bridge that she says has stalled business and movement.
Movement from one side to another was interrupted. Businesses including small-scale and medium enterprises were affected.
One of the bridges that were mostly affected was the Saka Bridge.
At some point, some lives were lost due to ignorance by some motorists of the situation on the collapsed Saka Bridge. The situation of undeveloped infrastructure came to the attention of relevant authorities of government. During the general campaigns of 2021, this matter surfaced.
Abakwaite contractor bagayaire ayendi kusaba kweisana kuno batere banguhiye kukubanga kiri ku bibi.
4 years since the bridge collapsed in 2019, its reconstruction is on course. The works currently stand at 85%.
We were the first company in Uganda delivered the obligations of the contract, delivered 30% of the project before 60% of the durations.
Area leaders are impressed. Namukuta Brenda is the woman member of parliament for Kalido District.
I would like to thank Arab contractors for keeping time, because they were signed 30 months and according to the level of work they are doing, most likely they might finish before the end of the 30 months.
To make it long-lasting, she wants tarmacking done beyond the bridge.
In Kalido we have about 1 kilometer of tarmac. So as they are working on the bridge, they are going to tarmac the bridge. However, it's a humble request that they tarmac from the bridge to Kalido town and back to Palliser, so that there is easy movement and at least sustainability.
She also wants this upgrading extended to other roads in the district.
So I would like to request the National Planning Authority to consider Kalido in the National Development Plan 4, so that we are considered for tarmac and also other infrastructure like our health facilities that need more improvement.
This appeal follows the reconstruction of other bridges, including Buloma, Lumbuye A and Lumbuye B.
Apparently, Buloma Bridge has been worked on. It was already commissioned. Saka Bridge is at its final stages, and soon we shall be commissioning it. Lumbuye A is, I think, at 60% under completion. Would like to thank the government of Uganda. Would like to thank the president.
Saka Bridge is the gateway connecting Busoga to Teso sub-regions through Kalido and Palliser districts in eastern Uganda. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Parents and guardians have been advised to prepare their children to become responsible and upright citizens. The emphasis lies on instilling good morals, practical life skills, and guiding them to use social media responsibly, steering clear of negative influence. Ginger Catholic Diocese's Priest Reverend Father Balikodembe Christopher, who officiated dedication of S6 candidates of Seta High Mbalala campus. The event to pray for the candidates, attracted members of the clergy, parents and teachers. Details follow.
The importance of nurturing the youth cannot be overstated, as they are the future leaders. In light of this, parents and guardians have been urged to maintain the discipline instilled in learners during their time at school, further equipping them with essential life skills. Reverend Father Balikudembe Christopher, hailing from the Jinja Catholic Diocese, appealed for responsible use of social media platforms as a means to protect them from the harmful influences in the digital era.
Senior sixes, unlike the P7 candidates, unlike the senior 4 candidates, for them they are reaching a climax of their studies in the secondary life. We already know that these candidates, most of them, they know what they want to achieve in life. They are working towards already now. They have already, if they are constructing, they're already laying the iron sheets on their structure. Now these candidates, for me, I think they should embrace the new trends that are going on, the trends of embracing vocational skills. Father
Balikudembe Christopher delivered these messages during a vibrant dedication mass for the senior 6 candidates at Seta High School Mbalala campus, Mukono municipality, that was graced by, among others, school chaplain from neighboring schools. Over 200 candidates from the year 2023 were dedicated to God as they prepare for divine blessings as they embark on their academic journey. The head teacher, Boniface Sebukaru, urged the candidates to make the most of the knowledge imparted by their teachers, shunning exam malpractices and anxiety. He promised parents the best from these dedicated candidates.
We want to thank you, dear parents, that whenever it comes to making the strategy, you have always been there. And we don't want underestimate the advice you give us. Why? Advice is like a stranger. When you welcome it, it stays for a night. If you don't, it leaves that very night.
At Seta High A-Level campus, teachers expressed their appreciation for the conducive working environment created by government that enables the advancement of the education sector.
With more students joining tertiary institutions and universities. As one of the class teachers of this class, to the government we appeal that we get more slots for government sponsorships for the excellent students and even disadvantaged students that are elsewhere.
Thank the directors, the parents and the students for the exceptional support and teamwork to ensure that at least we get success. I'm very optimistic that next year we shall celebrate success.
During the dedication mass for 150 senior 6 candidates, teachers, parents and students came together to donate gifts, offering songs of praise to God for guidance and blessings. The candidates were encouraged to excel in their forthcoming 2023 USCE exams.
Kirase badde nnungi badde n'empisa adde bakola buli kimu nga bakikola na mutima gumu era tugenda kubasiba naye tubasibiridde entanda nti gye bagenda yonna bajja sigala nga bali ku mitima gyaffe.
As the third term holiday season fast approaches, parents and guardians were urged to prepare their children to become valuable and responsible citizens of the future. The spirit of cooperation and faith remains at the heart of these educational institutions. Sudat Kaye and Fred Kasbante, UBC News.
Let's take a short commercial break and we'll be back with Principal Public Relations from UNEB, Mrs. Jennifer Msamba, to join us and update the country on the progress of the UNEB examinations that are still ongoing.
Metu Bus Industries, Namamve, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators, and special purpose vans and any customized vehicle. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort, and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats, or a special design that includes power outlet, Wi-Fi, television, refreshment center, and any other specification. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda. Contact us on 0788 118586 or 0782 030303. Email us metuafricabus@gmail.com. Visit our website www.metubusafrica.com.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge.
Wano nno tuli Bukoto era lero wetugenda okugaba pichipichi yaffe eri omwanguzi waffe wano wetuzze.
I'm so excited and I'm sure even all the people, all the staff at Kwaliwath are all excited. We thank you very, very much.
Myaka 25 nga MTN ewereza naye nga buli week tugaba pichipichi 5.
Very, very excited. I'm excited about MTN giving back to its customers. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, MTN.
The fact that we have won really shows that people like Mama. Their services are really nice. MTN, your services are okay. The network is good. We are satisfied.
Chikola sense ne?
Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Hello, Mom. How did you sleep? How is Salongo? Oh, Mommy, how is...
The Presidential Initiative for Skilling the Girl and Boy Child informs Kampala divisions of Rubaga, Nakawa, Machindye, Kawempe, and Kampala Central that registration for girls and boys of the 15 to 35 years age bracket is on the 31st of October 2023 at the following skilling centers: Wandegeya Market, Mulago Community Hall, Our Lady the Help of the Sikh Catholic Church, All Saints Church of Uganda, Mutondwe, Nakulabi at Our Lady of Fatima Catholic Church, Luzera Prisons at St. Stephen's Church of Uganda, Luzera, Subway Crescent Towers Roundabout, Wabigalo Parish Community Hall, Chigowa Ntinda at Butikira Parish Catholic Church, and Makerere Chikoni Community Hall. The registration exercise and the training are free of charge. Requirements include a photocopy of the national ID or the guardian's or the parent's ID for minors bearing the LC1 stamp, signature and phone contact, and 4 recent passport photos. For more information, call 0716 144 562 or 0414 343 457 and 0414 343 458. Only accredited officials will help in the registration exercise.
In this family, we can't agree on anything.
Martha.
We can't even agree on what to watch. All the games to play.
Martha.
Ndowoza Mulabi, we can't even agree on what to eat. At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long. Anti-economy. I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Hello, Mom. How did you sleep? How is Salongo? Oh, Mommy, how is Grandma? And Simba, the dog, yeah, the funny one.
Call Bona on any network in Uganda with Airtel Bona voice bundles. Dial *100*1#. Select Call Bona to choose bundles from as low as 1,000 shillings from daily, weekly, monthly, or bundles that don't expire. Call Bona on any network in Uganda with Airtel. A reason to imagine.
Oyagaliza famire yo obugagga n'obulamu obulungi yiga bw'oyinza okubifuna ng'okozesa science ne tekinologiya ng'oyita mu butonde. Omukenkufu Nyanzi Julius ekyuma kiwagala kyuma akuwandiikidde ekitabo ky'otasaanye kusubwa kusoma. Ekitabo kino akituumye Money Grows on Trees, sente zimera ku miti. Weefunire ku siringi emitwalo 2 gyokka ku kitebe kya Prof Bio Research ku Katorio Mall, ku matabi g'amatundiro g'ebitabo aga Aristoc Booklets, ku Acacia Mall, Garden City, Kampala Road ne ku mitimbagano gya Jumia Uganda, oba kuba 0703 M52 tukikutuuseeko wonna w'oli. Jjukira nti Money Grows on Trees, sente zimera ku miti.
Did you know that you can safely and conveniently make your school fees payments anytime, any school, anywhere using Airtel Money? Oh yes! Simply pick up your phone and dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Choose between school pay, peg pay, or shore pay. Enter student number. Enter amount, confirm name and transaction. Enter Airtel Money PIN. A confirmation message will be sent to you upon a successful transaction. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back from that short commercial break, and thank you for still watching UBC News Tonight with me, Sharon Chondisha. Now, the Uganda Examination Board recently released a timetable or timetables for three different examinations that are meant to run across the country, and that's for the P7 candidates, S4 candidates, and the S6 candidates. Altogether, over 1,224,371 candidates were registered to sit for their final year papers. Today, the Principal Public Relations, Mrs. Jennifer Msamba, UNEB, joins us to update the country on the progress of this activity that is still going on. A very good evening.
Good evening,
You're
Sharon,
very
and
welcome.
good evening to our viewers.
Yes, we'll start off with we actually know that the examinations commenced, and how is that going so far?
Well, it's going on quite well. It's been a whole complete 2 weeks. We've been conducting the UCE examinations for the senior 4 candidates for the last 2 weeks. And so far, so good. We've had a successful start with no technical hitches really. And now this week, we begin the 3rd week. Already our teams are in the field distributing the examinations for the next set of examinations. We've had the first 2 weeks were basically for the compulsory papers, where everybody has got to sit more or less. And that last set of examinations with the compulsory papers ends tomorrow with English, and then thereafter candidates will be writing mainly the electives.
During our time, that would be like the time we're like, oof, done with
I know there's that feeling,
the pressure.
But it's still very critical because you still need to do those examinations, because if you don't, you will not be graded, and you still need to get good grades for those examinations. And talking about that, I want to caution candidates against being indisciplined. Don't think exams are over. You still need to be disciplined because you need to sit for these examinations. Short of that, if you get involved in discipline activities, if you get involved in malpractice, you may just lose out on everything you've been working for. So candidates, please be disciplined and don't involve yourselves in malpractice.
Now, there's also been an issue of weather. Some places haven't been getting exams on time because of rains, heavy rains. I remember seeing that in the media. How were you able to go about that?
Yes, we had some bits of rain, not so much. I think the first 2 days or so we had some heavy rains, especially in western Uganda and a bit of eastern Uganda. But somehow our troops were able to maneuver through and were able to conduct the examinations. We were able to get the papers to the various examination centers in good time, so not so bad.
Is that something that you also plan for while doing this, or it's sort of just one of those hiccups that happens?
Of course, this is kind of the rain season, so we do expect and we always have kind of like a plan B, and in most cases we do conduct examinations with the local government authorities. So we ask the local government authorities to give us any assistance where possible. Usually it is PLE when it's when the rains are really heavy, and now we are on our knees praying, hoping that the Lord will uphold the skies so we don't have heavy rains over PLE. But we try and see how best to go about it.
Okay. We've also had reports of malpractice in the media. I think this is something that doesn't just happen in a particular, it's almost something that is recurring. What isn't UNEB doing about this?
Yeah, thank you so much. What isn't UNEB doing about this? UNEB is doing so much. First and foremost, we've had the cases of malpractice come down greatly, up to about 50%. Usually at the end of when we are releasing the results, the number of schools whose results have been withheld, they've come down tremendously. And then looking at the types of malpractice, what malpractice are we talking about? The worst form of malpractice is leakage, whereby all the candidates would have prior knowledge of the paper before it starts. Like tomorrow we are having English, for instance, and by this time everyone has gotten the English paper, it's all over WhatsApp and stuff like that. That is leakage. That is the worst form of malpractice. And
that cannot be students.
Sorry?
Is leakage from students? It can't be students.
Of course, most cases malpractice happens because adults are involved somewhere, somehow. Now we've done our best to make sure we control, and I can guarantee that nobody ever accesses the UNEB paper before the candidates. And because for us the candidate is our primary stakeholder, we want to make sure that the candidate is the first person to look at this paper before anybody else. And we're doing our level best to guard against that. So as far as leakage is concerned or prior knowledge, I can confidently say we are doing quite well. The forms of malpractice which have been reported in the media is the electronic sharing of what is purported to be, what is thought to be. And these are masqueraders. these are people, the fraudsters, who get maybe, like we got one who was sharing on TikTok, the so-called Fresh Karim. He told us that he used to get the past papers of 2020, 2022, and then he would change the cover page and put there a superimpose 2022 with 2023, and then start showing, and he has a copy of a timetable, and then it says, geography today, paper 1 is here, paper 2 at 11 o'clock. Then mathematics, blah, blah. No, I'm like, oh my God. Of course, we would you see, like even us, we don't get to see the paper until afterwards. So that's the whole thing. So the ED who knows and all that. But it is very misleading. So Fresh Karim was it was bad news. Fortunately, our security teams were able to track him down, and now he's with the police, he's under police custody. So that alleged sharing of what is purported to be a UNEB paper is the form of malpractice. Even the cases where we have had the other arrests, Abdul Karim has been arrested, and we want to thank God for all our security teams we are working with. We had another case in Mitoma where a head teacher, a Swahili teacher actually, shared what was alleged to be advanced instructions of a biology practical, or still electronically. He was also arrested and remanded until I think the 30th of October, which is tomorrow. Another case was in...
so what are they being accused of?
First of all, unauthorized possession of what is purported to be a UNEB paper. And now I want to caution the public. It gets to your phone, kindly delete and disappear, because the moment we track you down, we work with UCC, the moment we track you down and we are in the chain of sharing, that is an offense. And that
Aren't you going to arrest the whole Uganda? Because all these things just keep on.
Just don't share, honestly. Because you see, it's very misleading. It disorganizes the assessment system, but also the credibility of our certificates. Out there it will appear like UNEB certificates, UNEB exams are all over on social media, so why sit for the exams anyway? And that affects our entire system, the assessment system, and even the grading, as well as the certificates, whether you already have your certificate or not. So I want to encourage people, please desist from sharing, electronic sharing over UNEB. What is purported to be a UNEB paper is an offense according to Section 25 of the UNEB Act.
Interesting. Well, I hope that people are not going to be sharing and, just stay away from being a part of the chain. I would actually not want to touch that at all. Any last remarks, given that, we still have classes that haven't yet started these exams?
Oh yes, we right now this week we are going to begin preparations for the PLE examinations. PLE starts the other week, the second week of November. From the 7th of November, we are going to be doing the briefing for the candidates, and then 8th and 9th the candidates will be writing. However, for us this week, we are beginning the engagements with the various stakeholders who are going to help us conduct the examinations starting tomorrow. So all the monitors are going to be joining us, and it's going to be going various activities. And we shall also, of course, have the press briefing to commission the examinations. And then UACE will start, as soon as we finish PLE, we begin, we shall commission UACE, which is going to start on the 10th of November until about the 1st of December. So it's we want to encourage the parents. Want to thank God for those who have been involved in dedicating the candidates, praying for them. Please do not despair. Keep praying and dedicating them and encouraging them, but also encourage them to be disciplined. Candidates, please don't get involved in acts of indiscipline as well as malpractice. That will just destroy you.
Have you given any presents to any P7 candidates yet?
Oh yes,
you've seen the cards, the money cards moving around.
Oh my God, I've seen them. That's crazy, but anyway. But we want to thank the Lord for everybody. Kindly do encourage our candidates, support them, but also help them to be able to support them and encourage them and pray for them and pray with them. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who has been working with us and supporting with us. The media people, our professionals, the security teams, they're all doing so well. And the public out there. Most of these malpractice cases were given to us by whistleblowers who are members of the public. You too can give us a call and whistleblow in case there's any information related to malpractice. Our toll-free number is 0800 111 427. That's 0800 111 427. We wish the candidates God's blessing.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Jennifer Msamba, for the updates. And yes, we continue to pray that everything goes well. That was the Principal Public Relations, Mrs. Jennifer Msamba from UNEB, updating us on the progress of this activity that is still ongoing. PLE sits this week, and on the 10th, USCE candidate, S6 students get to start sitting for their USCE examinations. Now we still continue with our business stories, where the State Minister for Investment and Privatization, Evelyn Anite, says that saving businesses from collapsing is a responsibility of government as the first stakeholder in the economic development. This, she said, during the weekly Chat with Anite, an online business engagement that sees business owners brought on board to share challenges and successes. Okorut reports.
Factories have been seen struggling. Some hotels are running bankrupt, and at times, manufacturing plants have collapsed. In any economic environment, it is deemed normal for businesses to struggle. What is abnormal is failure to find a way of saving the businesses. This is where government has often come in with what is wrongfully known to be bailout.
It's all hoax.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, yes, it was the wishes of the people that they get money from the consolidated fund and they get this money to pay in their companies.
This explanation by Evelyn Anite comes at a time when some business owners in Uganda are said not to be doing well financially. She says government only provides incentives as opposed to bailouts, something emphasized by the chairman Uganda Investment Authority, Morrison Rwakakamba.
No, what government does is give incentives.
Okay.
We incentivize, and we've told you the incentives are very transparent. By the way, what Morrison and I are talking about are actually enshrined in the laws. You can get it in the tax laws of Uganda. And this is passed by Parliament of Uganda. You can find them in the Uganda Investment Authority Code. So whatever we are saying, it is just that we have a culture of being lazy and not wanting to read. But everything has to be processed by Parliament of Uganda.
Anite also wants investors to desist from dealing with con men to avoid innocently losing their money.
Then in terms of investor protection, especially when it comes to dispute resolution, Uganda Investment Authority has a very, very good working relationship with the commercial court, where there are disputes that have gone to that level, to ensure that investors get their issues resolved through mediation.
Henry Okrut, UBC.
Tubaniriza mu Jinja Central Market twidi wano okubanga twedusa abantu okuwaayo kumbaga ya mwenemu nga bakozesa momope kati je mu Jinja Central Market sobola okubanga tuwayana abatyamye momope neri kwogeza abantu obwama
tamu ndalo otemu mukaga otemu itanga otemu sita onige isatu onige ash onige yes. Aye nga tuwayo tikashi nga tuwayo nga tubita ku momope enkola ya MTN miga 70
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cash back every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
It's true what people say, that when I wash and you wash your hands with soap, we'll have less infections as Ugandans. After all, it's hands that handle money. It's hands that feed us. Hands that prepare soil for farming. Hands that we use to learn. And hands that we use for fun.
When I wash and you wash, it means clean hands for all. So, wash your hands with soap and clean water regularly to keep away infections and disease-causing germs. This message is from the National Hand Washing Secretariat with support from UNICEF.
Welcome back to the last segment of UBC News Tonight. The 2023 Johnny Walker Open Golf Championship has come to a grand climax. This was after 4 weeks of golf that have ended with the Professional Golf Open at the Part 72 Uganda Golf Club, Chitante.
Legendary Kenyan professional golfer Dismas Indiza has won the 2023 John Walker Professionals Golf Open title to take his overall tally to 7. The Kenyan veteran that won in 2007, 2008, 2010, 2011, 2012 and 2018 added his 7th in style. Going into the final round at Par 72 at the Uganda Golf Club in Chitante, Indiza was tied for on 210 gross points, which was 3 strokes off the lead.
I've enjoyed the course. The course is okay. Even the management for the sponsors are okay. Everything is okay. I've enjoyed the round of golf. And then I must tell them I'll be back next year again to defend my cup.
In the final round, he got off to a great start that set the tone for an 11 under par, getting 277 gross score that won him the title and prize money of 21 million Uganda shillings.
So we're very proud as Johnny Walker to be sponsors, lead sponsors for this prestigious national tournament. Creating a national platform where the ladies, seniors, the amateurs and now the professionals have been able to show us their skills in this fantastic setting of the Uganda Golf Club in Uganda. We have a real opportunity to really sell golf as a destination for visitors. So this is a perfect platform. We are very proud of our participation in it, and we are looking forward to this going to the next level to do better and more in the years to come.
Ugandan Ronald Rugumayo, who led going into the final round, finished tied for 2nd with Namibian Paulino Kasoma. Philip Kasozi finished 4th overall to win 6.25 million shilling, while Zimbabwean visitor Mapangwe and Kenyan Njoroge Chibugu were joined at 5th with David Kamulinda at 7th. First were the juniors, then the ladies open, followed by the amateurs and the pro-am, with the professionals open sealing 4 weeks of the John Walker Golf Open Championship.
Thank you so much for watching. Do join me again at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Chomdisha with Magalo Mohammed on Sign Language.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Come and shine in Plascon Paint and win the Twake edition. Buy Plascon Paint worth 100,000 shillings. Get a scratch card and SMS the code to 7197. Not only will you win instant airtime, but you could take home 1 million shillings daily, a share of 4 million shillings each week, or a brand new motorbike with fuel worth 100,000 shillings. Terms and conditions apply. Plascon, color your world.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Youth of Purpose.
Hello.